Ici, Londres.
There are two broad approaches to international trade. One is to try to lay down common standards. So before you're allowed to export a bottle of mineral water, all sides have to agree what a bottle of mineral water is, that it has to have a volume of not more than X and not less than Y, and it must contain the following minerals, but it mustn't contain any of these. That is the approach based on common standards, on common regulations. Alternatively, you can go for mutual recognition, where you simply say, whatever is legal in your country is automatically legal in ours, and vice versa. We don't care how you define a bottle of mineral water, we basically trust your regulators. We assume that you don't want to poison your population. We assume that the manufacturer doesn't want to go around killing its customers because that's a bad business model. Now, up until now, the European Union has tended towards the first, not exclusively, but it does place a premium on establishing common standards and common regulations, which cover then goods even that were not intended for exports, that are sold only within national borders. A far better system is the one that goes for reciprocity. Better because instead of allowing cartels and producer interests to raise barriers to entry, it encourages competition and allows for maximum consumer choice. As Britain recovers its trade policy outside the European Union, we should be pursuing trade deals based on mutual recognition. We should seek to establish a network of countries, not a bloc, emphatically not a bloc, a network of countries where on everything from cars to medical degrees, each agrees in effect to trust the other's regulators. Where do you start? Well, the logical thing would be to begin with the states whose standards already approximate ours, whose technical systems, whose commercial practices, accountancy practices and language are compatible. Where are those countries? Well, first of all, the countries that are most similar in the sense that they've begun with the same standards: Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the United States, possibly Hong Kong, Singapore, and indeed why not throw in Israel, which is often overlooked, but which tends to have similar legal and commercial and business norms to the others. But in time, such a system would automatically expand as countries aspired to join by getting their goods and products to a point where mutual recognition was automatic and feasible. There's a whole world out there, if only we would raise our eyes to those more distant horizons.